Hello, welcome to Game On, the show that may or may not have been the couple of guys who were up to no good and started making trouble in Will Smith's neighbourhood.
Probably not, though. I was about 1 when that happened, and in all honesty, if I got into a fight with anyone, it wouldn't really be enough for their mum to get scared. You know, there'd be no reason to move in with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
Bit laboured, but fair point. Instead, let's just chill out, max and relax, all cool. If you do want to see me shoot some b-ball outside of the school, though, click this link.
And now it's back to the show. Coming up this week,
Dan looks at Ezio's Istanbul in anticipation of Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Find out why Milla Jovovich has...
Whoa, Milla Jovovich.
Milla?
Yeah, we're not Russian.
She's not an American draft beer.
Fair point.
Find out why Milla Jovovich has nightmares.
Women had it tough back then.
We can see Spielberg's Halo. We can see his halo.
Don't let Jay-Z ever meet you. And Hugh Jackman predicts the future of gaming.
You got nothing left.
First up, Dan, you're looking very tanned.
Am I?
No, not really. I just needed a nice segue into talking about where you were last week.
Well, why didn't you just ask?
Where were you last week?
Well. I'm here in Istanbul, not Constantinople, like the song.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Maybe you've not heard of it, but I'm here to find out all about Ezio's Turkey and which buildings you can clamber all over and where you can kill people. Lovely.
My name is Darby McDevitt, and I'm the lead writer of Assassin's Creed Revelations. Well, we're standing here in front of the Hagia Sophia, or the Hagia Sophia church, mosque, now museum. It was built by the Emperor Justinian in the 6th century, and is now one of the oldest churches or religious sites in the world. In Assassin's Creed Revelations, Ezio is in the heart of the Ottoman Empire in 1511. He's visiting here. It has just recently been converted into a mosque. It's actually visible from almost anywhere in the city, so it provides a really amazing landmark for Ezio when he's traveling around the city. In the main story of Assassin's Creed Revelations and in some side content, Hagia Sophia plays a very important role. A number of missions kind of center in and around it. We also have a number of achievements for achievement hunters, and then there's a very special item buried beneath the floors, the marble floors of Hagia Sophia. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this in Revelations, inside and outside. So we are standing out in front of Topkapi Palace, which was built by the first Ottoman Sultan to rule over Constantinople. A number of important sequences happen in Topkapi Palace. This is where Ezio will befriend much of the Ottoman royalty, Prince Suleiman and Prince Ahmed specifically. And so Ezio will be returning here quite often, and we've got some pretty interesting and kind of amusing missions planned throughout the palace grounds. It's a very, very large place. It takes up a huge chunk of the eastern side of Constantinople, and it's one of the most beautiful areas in the game. And of course, it's right next to Hagia Sophia, so it's a good, for the fans of ours who are virtual tourists, it's a really great place to just sort of walk around and spend some time in. All right, we're standing outside the Grand Bazaar now in the heart of Constantinople, or Istanbul, modern day. It's a huge labyrinthine, maze-like structure, and Ezio is going to visit it a number of times, as well as visit a close friend of the assassins who has a secret shop inside the bazaar. I'm not going to reveal who that is right now, but he's actually a historically based character, beloved to the Turkish people. The Grand Bazaar now is, of course, a modern shopping center of commerce as well. It employs like thousands and thousands of people, and thousands more walk through its corridors every day. As you can see, it's kind of a bustling place, and it's a bit hard to get around in.
So Istanbul looks like an interesting place, full of culture, intrigue, history.
Most definitely was, and we'll have more from Turkey next week
I should hope so, yeah.
big fat preview of Revelations, including a chat with the game's creative director.
I think the most important question to ask, though, is why didn't you bring me back a fez?
Ah, forgot.
Oh, fez palm.
Do you like zombies?
Do I like zombies? Well, I like to shoot them in the face and revel in my own state of aliveness compared to their warped undead existence, yes.
Well, a Hollywood power couple who kind of have zombies to thank for their fame and fortune have been telling me all about their experiences with brain-eating reanimated corpses.
Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas.
No, he's not reanimated, he's just on strings. I mean, of course, the star of Resident Evil, Milla Jovovich, and Resi director Paul W.S. Anderson. They were both in town showing off their new film, The Three Musketeers, but I just wanted to talk about zombies.
Were they happy with that?
Loved me. You're working on another Resident Evil film with Paul Anderson. Are you both big fans of the whole franchise? Have you played the games before?
Oh, of course. I mean, the reason that most of the actors who were involved with the first movie, they were all fans of the game. My little brother and I would play the game for hours. Michelle Rodriguez was always playing the game. So everybody was so excited to do it. But Paul and I call it the little movie that could, because it started out as this tiny European action horror flick and then just snowballed into this beautiful franchise that, we care about so much and we have so much fun doing them. And I think that comes across on screen.
And what's scarier, zombies or one of Milady de Winter's corsets?
Well, I haven't had nightmares about the corsets. I do have zombie nightmares. I guess 10 years in the zombie world, you kind of would imagine that would happen.
You're going to have more then if you're doing more films.
Oh, I've already started having them. Literally, the first 2 weeks of rehearsal, the zombie dreams came back. I was like, oh, God.
It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice to the films then. Are you big fans as a family of the Resident Evil kind of whole franchise? Do you play the games a lot?
Yeah, I mean, that's why Milla and I kind of got involved in Resident Evil to start with, was a love of the video game franchise. And
Have you got a particular favourite?
I'm obviously a favourite of the first two just because, that's what started everything. But then also, in terms of imagery, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, the video games, on the new movie, we're leaning quite heavily on them. They have some incredible action sequences that we're going to try and recreate for our movie.
And you are the most successful director to take a video game franchise and turn it into films. There are new Mortal Kombat films. There was one last year. There's another one on the way. And you obviously did the first one. Were you tempted to jump back on that horse at all?
Mortal Kombat was like a very successful movie, and it was very successful for me personally. It was my first Hollywood movie. But that was then and this is now, and I think I have my hands full now without going back in time.
And Milla says she has nightmares about zombies. Do you know this?
Yes. I mean, we inhabit the movies we make, so it doesn't surprise me that she gets chased around by zombies at night. She certainly, spends a lot of her waking hours doing it. And but that's one of the great things about Milla is she gives her all when she's making a movie. She's in it, whether it's the world of the zombie apocalypse or the world of the 17th century.
Okay, before we move on, we've got to kind of tackle the elephant in the room. What were you wearing there?
What?
What were you wearing in that?
I don't know.
You were wearing a kind of... What was that?
That's just...
You were wearing...
Just, comfort clothes.
Really?
Yeah, comfortability before fashion, that's what I would say.
Comfort is a better word than comfortability, but weird anyway.
Just, half the shot will be your feather in my frame.
Looks good. It's a good feather, I think. Next up, king of the Hollywood blockbuster Steven Spielberg could be set for another venture into the world of sci-fi after a French press release hinted that a Halo movie could be made next year.
Well, it didn't even hint. Talking about the latest piece of Halo literature, Halo Crichton, les Français said, "Une adaptation est prévue pour 2012."
Which I think translated means an adaptation of the film could be set for 2012.
Racist. Stevie Spiel first emerged as a possible director for a Halo film last year. Of course, 20th Century Fox already tried to bring the much-loved game to the big screen a few years ago, but they failed.
The only thing we can hope for is that the Jurassic Park creator doesn't go all Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Doll on us and destroy Halo for all those that hold it so dear.
So you wouldn't be happy if Master Chief met E.T. on his travels then?
That could work.
Definitely think it could.
Now, you may have noticed we're talking an awful lot, maybe even too much, about game to film adaptations today, but there is a reason for our multimedia madness.
Yep, Xbox announced this week that they're teaming up with nearly 40 worldwide entertainment leaders to create what they're calling a new era in TV.
By this Christmas, you'll be able to get things or channels like Channel 4, the BBC, YouTube, and Love Film through your 360.
And we do love films.
Big fans.
Exactly why we're talking about films so much today.
Yeah. Bit tenuous this, but in our ever scrutinous way, scrutinous?
Very scrutinous.
Is that a word?
That's what I do.
Of watching cinematic wonders, here's the latest piece of gaming news we've discovered, courtesy of Hugh Jackman.
As a boxer, he could take any punch any guy could deliver.
In the trailer for his film Real Steel, we've spotted a hint at the next Xbox console.
For a split second, which we've kindly freeze-framed for your viewing pleasure, there is an ad for the Xbox 720.
And using our detective skills, we have deduced that this new Xbox will be released in the year 2020, when Real Steel is set.
So, just a 9-year wait. Is it 9 years? Yeah, 9-year wait for the next generation of gaming.
And for real-life rock'em sock'em robots.
Yes.
Boom!
And finally, we're giving away some Battlefield 3 goodies to one lucky viewer.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
We have a small branded torch to give away. Look!
That's
it's
it.
here.
Trust
with its branding and
With its pack unopened.
unopened. There is a battery in there though,
Yeah.
trust us.
Okay.
Yep.
Exciting. Duracell, I'm told. Other batteries are available.
As well as this, we have something straight from Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
A Battlefield 3 t-shirt.
Amazing.
To win this small branded torch with webbed attachment device and, of course, the Duracell battery, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/GameOnTV and provide a caption for this picture.
We're not giving away the sword. We'll announce the winner next week.
Aptly, that is a photo of us engaging in battle.
I'll give you one guess who won.
Yeah, right, that's not what happened at all.
That's my clue. That's all I'm saying. More gaming giveaways next week. It's the thing I was holding.
Okay.
We can't hold this for very long.
We're going
My
to
boy
damn
band
it.
move. Good, isn't it? If you do want to see me some shoot, so close.
Find out why Milla
We're going to go with Milla Jovovich.
Can we-
You're looking very tanned.
Am I?
Nope, I just thought it sounded nice. I take
I
it.
forgot to take them off. I look like such a tool.
Douche. Where were you last week? Well,
Wow.
I was prepared.
Including a chat with the tape.
Oh, you did
Damn.
so well. Well, actually, you weren't doing
No, I
very well,
wasn't.
but
Brilliant.
fine. Comfortability. That was good. Comfortability before anything else.
Comfortability. Is that a word?
Comfort.
Comfort is a noun. Yes, you're right.
That's what I-
So me do this.
Yeah.
Me do this.
Me do
My
this.
grammar's just all off
It
today.
is. It was more kind of definitive, Dan. Talking about his latest piece of... It's more... Whoa. I need food. I haven't eaten anything today.
I saw you eat an apple. It's over there.
Half an apple. Had a bite of an apple. Sue me. Bit racist, that.
But I love the French. Baguette.
Stevie Spiel. Brilliant. Stevie Spiel first... Can't do that. Stevie Spiel first emerged as a possible director for a Halo film last year. Cheer up, Dan. Of course, buck up, Dan, I meant to say. Cheer up. You're too cheery. So I did that all perfectly and you totally failed.